Hey, what's going on everybody out there? I'm Jakejames Lugo. Welcome to the channel. I know I've been away for a little bit, but there's a couple reasons for that, and we're going to get right into it right now. So let's talk about PAX East 2017. I got the chance to go over to Boston this past weekend, got a chance to play all these awesome games that were on display at PAX East 2017. It was a lot of fun. I also saw a whole bunch of good friends and met some new ones along the way. People that were different YouTubers and content creators, as well as also games media people that I've looked up to for quite some time. But overall, my PAX East 2017 experience was pretty damn awesome. Let's get into some of the games that I actually saw, and I'll probably have some pictures here and there floating around or fading in and out as I'm talking about what went down. So basically, I had a couple of appointments to see some of the big games that were going to be coming out very, very soon within the next couple of months, as well as also some stuff that's right around the corner. Some very interesting games that a lot of people are going to be very excited about. I had a chance to check out Square Enix and actually see Final Fantasy 15 Episode Gladiolus, which I got to play about 30 or so minutes of the actual content. That's going to be coming out very, very soon within the next couple of weeks, I believe it is. It makes it feel like a totally different game, to be honest with you, apart from what we actually saw in Final Fantasy 15. It kind of reminds me of a more heavier, more kind of like, bogged down Devil May Cry, but in the context of the Final Fantasy 15 worlds. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You're playing as Gladio, and there's a lot of nuance there that's really cool, really kick-ass, especially if you love the character from the original Final Fantasy 15. Besides that, I got a chance to play also Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. It's an up-to-res and kind of like really cleaned up and improved version of Final Fantasy 12 for the modern consoles. A lot of you guys that loved Final Fantasy 12 back in the day, you're going to love this one. It's going to be the definitive version of that game. Might have a few little neat surprises here and there once the game finally comes out. I also had the chance to check out Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 HD, as well as also Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, which is the new update for Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. While I was there, I actually had the chance to talk to Ito-san and Okayama-san, the producer and co-director of Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, and we talked about all the latest new content that's coming to the game. If you guys want to check out that interview, there'll be a link in the description box below directly to my interview that I did while I was out there. It's over on the Koalition's YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed that. There was a lot of good nuggets of info in there. We even got a chance to talk about Okayama-san's new game that he actually has coming to mobile devices. It's called Flame vs. Blaze. It's like a more streamlined MOBA type of game. It's a lot of PvP stuff that's going on, but definitely check that out for all the details about it. Besides that as well, got a chance to check out Dragon Quest Heroes 2. If you love Musou games, if you love the Dragon Quest universe, and especially if you love the last game that came out, you'll definitely like this game as well. It's a lot of the same from the previous version, but it still has, again, new characters, different implementation of mechanics, and other stuff that really is going to be resonating with a lot of people that love the first Dragon Quest Heroes. But that's all the Square Enix stuff for which I actually checked out. Besides that, I also had a chance to go check out some Nintendo stuff. Now, I played a couple big games that were there on the Nintendo Switch, as well as also got to see something that wasn't on the actual showroom floor. I had an appointment with Nintendo to go check out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I actually played a bunch of multiplayer maps in some of the new modes and with some of the new characters with a bunch of other games media people that were there that were part of the appointment. And I had a lot of fun, to be honest with you. I actually played it with the actual Joy-Con controller, not the actual Pro controller, but the one that you actually snap onto it. And I played a bunch of the different matches with everybody there. It was really fun. I love the Coin Rush mode. They had this mode that's kind of like Cops and Robbers, where you have to actually capture the other team members and actually put them in jail. And while the other people are running around, they have to free their teammates. And whoever's left standing is the one that actually wins the matchup. Really fun stuff. It was really engaging. I love the new characters. I think people are really going to enjoy it. Is it worth really diving into full price again on the Nintendo Switch? I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. All I know is I had a lot of fun at PAX East with it. Also had the chance to check out Fire Emblem Echoes, which is the new remake from a game that was on the Famicom way back when. It's borrowing elements from both Fire Emblem Fates and Fire Emblem Awakening while implementing some stuff from the Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse game that was on Nintendo 3DS not too long ago. This is very cool because this is the first time in a Fire Emblem game when you could actually roam around different dungeons and actually get into random battles that play out like a Fire Emblem map. And I thought that was pretty damn cool. They didn't really get into too much detail about some of the other little nuanced characteristics and abilities and other additions they're adding to the remake. But from what I saw there, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to dive into it when that game finally comes out. But besides that, I also played a bunch of other games that were on the Nintendo Switch. I got a chance to play Ultra Street Fighter 2 finally, got a chance to play ARMS, and also Super Bomberman R. Now, this was the first time I really had hands-on time with games on the Nintendo Switch, let alone the Nintendo Switch console itself. I will tell you this, to kind of summarize everything. Ultra Street Fighter 2, I had some thoughts about it, which I talked about on the Koalition's PAX East debriefing. Again, it's a whole show where we talked about everything in great detail about PAX East 2017. But for that game specifically, I will say that there's a couple of characteristics about it that I did not like. I think that HD Remix is a far superior game when it comes to the speed and some of the presentation stuff with it. But again, there's a lot more nuance and complexities to that, and definitely check out that show to get into the nitty-gritty about it. Same thing for Super Bomberman R. I wasn't really too much of a fan using the analog stick or the D-pad buttons on the actual Joy-Con controller or on the gamepad mode for the Nintendo Switch. I like true D-pads, like the actual original D-pad, to play games like that. But that's just me. That's just one of my own little hiccups. Overall, the game was fine for what it was. And then, obviously, ARMS. I had a really bad experience playing ARMS because the left Joy-Con controller, believe it or not, while I was playing the demo, desynced on us. And because of all the interference that was going on at the actual show, as well as all the other Nintendo Switches that were all over the place, I didn't really get to experience ARMS the way that it was meant to be played. So hopefully down the line, whether I get a Nintendo Switch or if I play it at a friend's house, I'll be able to play that in a much more better light. In addition to that as well, kind of like a summary, and again, really briefly, I got hands-on time with this. I got together with HMK and I got a chance to play Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. The game looks awesome. The game feels awesome to play on the Nintendo Switch. We were playing it in actual tablet mode. I got to a little bit to mess around with the Joy-Con controller playing it, but overall, the game looks like it's a very meaty game. That's not a game you could really spend like just 5 minutes with and get everything that's that it's about. But from what I saw, looks pretty awesome. Can't wait to dive into Zelda down the line because there's a lot of games to play right now. Overall, there's a lot of big time releases that are coming, that have come out already and are coming very, very soon. So what else did I see at PAX East 2017 to round out this vlog? I got a chance to play Tekken 7 again. Tekken 7 is looking very, very good. I got to play with Akuma, got to play with Martial Law, and play with my friend Mike Martin from Yahoo Esports. We played about a match or so, about 3 to 5 rounds for that actual matchup, and I enjoyed myself. I can't wait to dive into that full game when it's finally released later. I believe it's next month or the following month, I want to say. Besides that, got to play on, what's the name of this game? Oh, Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares, okay, is probably my best pick from PAX East 2017. The reason being is because it kind of caught me off guard with what this game was about. It's very suspenseful. It has a lot of different kind of, quote-unquote horror or tense moments about it, where you're playing as this little girl and you're kind of thrown into this world where there's all these, like, giant people or giant creatures that are, like, again, emulating, like, real life and stuff, but you're running around and, all these creatures and all these people are like really grotesque looking. You have to avoid them using different stealth and get from point A to point B. And the demo ended on a real kind of like suspenseful note, which was like, oh, okay, this sounds pretty cool. I can't wait to see how that game actually progresses and what it actually brings to the table on its final release. Now, also, I have to mention, I did get a chance to play Yooka-Laylee one more time, as well as also The Escapist 2. Yooka-Laylee is looking really good. I got to play it, got to play on a new level. That was an ice-themed level from the game. The game's coming out in about 4 weeks or change, I want to say. Can't wait to play that when it's finally released, as well as also The Escapist 2. The Escapist 2 is really complex. It's really, you have to keep track of a lot of different things. Again, if you ever played the first Escapist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But how the sequel is actually going to up the game for the actual experience for the players is that they're going to introduce multi-tiered or multi-leveled prisons that you'll try to be able to escape from, as well as also all different types of stuff you have to keep a schedule on during the time when you're actually trying to escape the prisons. I thought that was really cool. The actual demo level that I played was a little bit more simplified, a little bit more streamlined, just to give an idea of what the game is about. But I enjoyed what I played, and hopefully that kind of progresses pretty well by the time it actually gets released for you guys to pick up, hopefully on PlayStation 4, PC, and I believe also Xbox One. I could be wrong, but those are the platforms I think that game is coming out on. What are the games that I get a chance to mess around with? There was a few others that I saw here and there that I didn't necessarily get to play. I didn't get a chance to mess with 1-2 Switch. I know it was there at the Nintendo booth, but I didn't get to play it. Same thing, Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda was on display at Xbox's and Microsoft's booth, but the line was just way too big. I didn't get a chance to actually get hands-on time with it, but it did look cool from when I was actually looking at it from a distance. One more game I want to mention that was really good as well. It's coming from Housemarque Games over on the PlayStation side of things. Nex Machina. Nex Machina is really awesome. It's a twin stick shooter, kind of like, action / puzzle game. Housemarque is really kind of, well known for making gameplay centric experiences that are really solid and really awesome, and really kind of hook their teeth into you and really want you to keep coming back and play it again and again and again. So overall, Nex Machina, another great pick. It's something that I thought was really awesome. Can't wait to play that on my PlayStation 4 eventually. So overall, my PAX East 2017 experience, very, very fun. Really had a lot of great times and great experiences hanging out with everybody that was out there. Got to see the guys from Kinda Funny Games, Greg, Tim, and Nick. They were all hanging out there as well. With everybody. I went to their panel. It was a lot of fun. I even got a chance to hang out with a bunch of friends of mine that were from the Kinda Funny community, and that was really cool, so thank you guys for doing that. Got to see Marty Sleva from IGN over on a panel with a friend of mine, David, from the, was it AGR or ARG podcast. They were talking about retro games, or kind of like game franchises they've forgotten, or everybody has forgotten. That was pretty cool to see that really briefly. Met a few other individuals, other YouTubers, like Some Call Me Johnny, Real Your Schiller, Tails Channel. Met Gerard the Completionist. A whole bunch of other people. Skyward Wing was out there. HMK was out there. Met Triforce from Empire Arcadia, EMP Triforce, as well as also the guy who bought the first Nintendo Switch over at, Nintendo New York, or in the Nintendo World Store in New York City. That was pretty damn cool. A lot of those guys, a lot of those individuals, I'm going to be seeing at E3 this upcoming June. That's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully by then I'll be able to get more footage, be able to get more pictures while I'm at E3 this June. So overall, that rounds up my PAX East 2017 experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed all the pictures I put up here and stuff. Leave me a comment down below in the comment section. Don't forget to actually leave a like on this video as well, and subscribe to the channel. Remember guys, all the different links and the different types of content that I actually refer to are in the description box below for you guys to check out. Another thing I want to mention too, my IGN video went up over the weekend. I actually did a voiced over video about Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I hope you guys are able to check out. Again, there'll be a link in the description box below. With that being said guys, I will talk to all of you again very soon. Peace out, stay epic everybody.